Oh my god, I think we actually managed it. Holy moly. Okay, can somebody just confirm that we are in fact technically live 30 minutes later? That was fun, wasn't it? Oy. Well, that happened. Hang on, I gotta close a bunch of stuff out here that's going on in my windows. Hang on, everybody just hold the line. Lots of things are happening in my windows. I am indeed here, after much consternation. I don't know what was going on with that. I think Yagi's answer was the one moving to the backup server. I've just never experienced that before. Don't know what was going on. I guess everyone on the planet is streaming on YouTube right now, and the server was clogged. It was certainly seemed to be on their end, because none of my stuff was making a difference. So I think we got to give credit to Yagi for that one, for going to the backup server. That seemed to have done the trick. Sorry for the incredibly long delay there, guys. The only thing I can tell you is it wasn't on my end, but unfortunately the downside is I didn't know how to fix it. Hello, Penge. Welcome. Welcome. Sorry, I'm coming down off a little frustration right now, so do please forgive me with that. I'm going to be a little saltier than I might normally be. I'm not going to be salty, but I'm going to be coming down off of a little bit of frustration there. I'm all sweaty and anxious, and I don't like to let you guys down. I like to be here every Saturday at 4, like we always do. It's now 4:30, so I don't know what happened. Oh, alright. Well, hey, welcome back to Warhammer. Thank you, everyone, for hanging on. Seriously, guys, thanks for just hanging out. Unleash the rage on the Skaven. Well, the problem with the Skaven, Penge, is that I'd kind of actually like to broker a peace with them, because they're only down here, and I've kind of got Yastra stuck in Ice Rock Gorge defending from the Skaven, and I don't want that territory. I would be... Birdbrains, you are not late. You are actually dead on time, Birdbrains. Dead on time. I actually don't want that territory. They can live down there forever, and I'd really like to get Yastra on the move, but he's kind of got to stay there and defend Ice Rock Gorge. Same problem, unfortunately, with Morathi up here, is I accidentally took the Plane of Spiders. I was going to raise it to the ground. So if Malekith, my own son, wants to come down here and take the Plane of Spiders, they can totally take it. But I've kind of got to defend against, you know, incursion from that. Oh, that was a fun little 30 minutes, wasn't it? You guys are awesome for just hanging out and trying to get me through that. The first thing I wanted to do is look at these guys diplomatically. Claire Carond. What's the chances you'd ever join a confederation with me? Probably pretty minimal at this stage of the game. You're about as strong as I am. But I'd like to pursue that. I think, end of last week, I think the basic plan was to work on Army number 3, and then either start poking the High Elf bear, which I'm totally in favor of, or cutting through Claire Carond and going up to, well, the north, really, the north, which is where Malekith is hanging out. And we could take out some of him and start working into this area. Like, what's Haggrief? What does that contain? That's Temple of Cain, Kragoth Deep, and Shrotak Mount. Are the lizard people dead? No, God, no. We have no. They're fine, Polsk. They're totally fine. You don't worry about the lizards. They're all down in here. Yeah, so Fallen Gates, which is coming up as a ruins, which means it's probably Skaven. No, the lizards are all right here. This is probably, yeah, Mazda Mundi is hanging out over here, and more lizards over here in Hexatl, and then there'll be a bunch more down here in the Fog of War. Hopefully, we're not even going to need to deal with the lizards for quite some time to come. Lizards aren't no joke. They are tanky things in this game. They're like going up against dwarves. They just won't die. Ice Rock Gorge, what do you think I want to build? Something for money? Yeah. Actually, anything we can do for money in these parts would be welcome. You've got your walls, well, your defenses anyway. Slave pens would be more money. But we're never going to get it to level 4. You got family issues. Okay. So are you more Polsk with Mazda Mundi or with Krokgar? Because those are two very different sides of the family there. There's the thoughtful, contemplative Mazda Mundi, and then there's the insane kill everything he sees Krokgar. Both are good, really. You watch the original Ghostbusters, I feel good. Excellent. Probably should talk to Penge about that. Penge is a pretty big Ghostbusters fan. I'm not a Ghostbusters fan, but I can kind of take it or leave it. Cultist Gathering, what's our public order like here? It's not great. And a lot of that is from military presence. Do we have a public order building here? The answer is no. Would not kill us to have one. And that'll get our chaos corruption up too. Yes, I know that about you, Penge. I watched the very first Inside the Geek Cupboard. I saw that one with the little demonstration of your passion for Ghostbusters there. So I watched the Inside the Geek Cupboards. I'm privy to those. Okay, Third Army. If I was going to start building a Third Army, because we've got the money to float that right now, and we're putting up some more economic buildings anyway. If I started that, say, I actually don't want it in Quintex because it's a pain in the neck to get out of Quintex. Maybe more Moonshard. What could we start building? Actually, is there any more economic stuff we can do down here? Yes, actually there is. Not a lot of money, but some money nonetheless. And Polsk has already started rickrolling people. Excellent. Thanks, Polsk. Well, at least it keeps the messages per minute up. That doesn't mean I'm encouraging you to do that, by the way. I'm just saying it keeps the messages per minute up. Sure. Yeah, no, don't build that. Don't build that. Let's get a new lord. Do we want a sorceress? I kind of want another fighty guy. Although, if we picked up Astra, then we'd have Yastra and Astra. There's sort of a built-in narrative there. It sounds like they're brother and sister or something. Supreme Sorceress of Beasts. Oh, Merdredza. Nice. Trillion. That's a Doctor Who name. My goodness. Trillion. Peter Davis's companion, right? The Australian one. No, she was the, oh, God. Help me out, Penge. I have a Doctor Who issue. Trillion was not Tom Baker. I think it was Peter Davison's companion. Anyway, Maywen. Well, we got two Astras in here. Trillion was from Hitchhikers. Thank you. What am I thinking of in Doctor Who, then? There was a companion who had a name like Trillion. Wow, that's just going to make me mental. And it was definitely Peter Davison's companion. Yes, thank you. Trillion from Hitchhikers. I don't know quite... Well, maybe we need Trillion. Well, we won't take Trillion. Okay, all right. Thank you. Yes, all right, it was Hitchhikers. I am totally going to spend the rest of the stream going through Peter Davison's companions. Can somebody just go ahead and Google the names of the companions of the Peter Davison Doctor Who? Because there's someone who has a name not completely dissimilar to Trillion. She's Peter Davison's wife. Really? That's an odd coincidence. That's a weird coincidence. Okay, Penge is on it. Yes, thank you. I need the names of the Peter Davison Doctor Who companions. One of them has a name that is not completely dissimilar to Trillion. And it's going to make me mental for the next 90-some-odd minutes, and you're just going to be staring at the screen until I get the answer that I want. So, you know, that. How about we went with... Valiosh? Valiosh? Maybe Valiosh. Aggressive. Charge bonus. I don't need you to have a weapon strength, though. Velicharth. You're tough. Yeah, just take another... There we go. Take you. Oh, and we actually completed a... Tegan! Thank you, Penge. That's the one I was thinking of. And Nissa was actually the other one I was thinking of. I think somehow I put Nissa and Tegan together, and in my mind it came out as Trillion. I'm not quite sure how that worked. Yep. That is Tegan. Because I was thinking the Australian one, except I think she was either... I can't remember if she was supposed to be from Australia or New Zealand. Tegan was the one I was thinking of, and somehow I mixed Nissa in there too, and it came out Trillion. There's a little insight into how my brain works. Australian, thank you. Tegan is Australian. Yes, I remember her. Really good companion, actually. She kind of kicked butt. She didn't take garbage from anyone. I like that about her. That's when the companions really started to get kind of beefy, like they just weren't taking the Doctor's crap all the time. They would talk back to him and go, hey, this is ridiculous. So, Velatroth, rather. Let's get you an army going. So, Jeff, who's Jeff's Jeff? I don't know. There's a lot of Jeffs going on. Hey, Lionel, welcome. I'm just kind of, just for argument's sake, because I'm watching the stream on a separate monitor. You guys are, like, getting stuff, right? This is actually live to you. Because I've just noticed that the screen's just sort of a little bit frozen. You saw Peter Davison the other day with my real eyes. Oh, he's maybe 20 feet away. He hasn't aged well. He has not aged well. I'm going to tell you that. He's not... Being older has not been good to Peter Davison, as much as he might be my favorite Doctor. So, all right, you need an army. Oh, hang on, let's get you some regiments of renown, first of all. Let's get you all of those. Yeah, recruit that. And can I get the rest of those, too? Oh, I don't have any money. Okay, we're out of money. All right, well, that was a quick round, then. Who's got unassigned skill points? I was at the National Space Center in the UK. Well, that sounds fun. Cool. Marathi, you should probably have... well synced. Okay, good. Then that one's just on my end, then. Okay. I've got kind of a very, very slow catching up stream, but if you guys are good, you guys are good. Actually well synced for a change. Thank you. I don't know if that's me or YouTube or both, but good. Paul McGann, Peter Davison, Colin Baker, and Sylvester McCoy. Paul McGann, was that the one who was just in the movie? And at no other point was he Doctor Who? Am I remembering that correctly? There's a touch of Dorian Gray about him. His youthful looks were around for a long time. How about you take Marathi, Sheafmaster? Yeah, because anytime we can get more ammo for people, that will be fine. And unassigned skill points. Fifth Doctor is my favorite. Well, here's the thing with favorite, Hawk. It doesn't necessarily mean that I think he was the best or... Well, I mean, really, any of them were the best. They all had pros and cons. You could say that any of the Doctors were the best Doctors because they were all very, very different. But Peter Davison is the one that I grew up with. Peter Davison was my Doctor Who. So when I was a kid and I first started watching Doctor Who, it was actually exactly at the moment that Tom Baker became Peter Davison, and it's just kind of more of an emotional favorite, I guess. Hawk would be the answer. It's an emotional favorite of him. I mean, you could easily argue that, Tom Baker was the best Doctor Who. I think a lot of people will make that argument. I think all of them have pros and cons. All of them are awesome. My view on the stream is odd. The cursor is moving, but the background is... Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too, Penge. Thank you for confirming that. That's exactly what I'm seeing. I'm just seeing Val's Anvil and nothing else. And I'm wondering where that issue is. Let me just do a couple of quick things here, and I can do some things on my end to see exactly what the problem is here, I hope. Or not. No, I don't want to go to YouTube to view my live stream. And I was just kind of wondering if YouTube's just having catastrophic issues today. Because that's exactly what I'm seeing, Penge. And let me be clear, I've done a lot of other things besides hover around Val's Anvil. So that. Started with William Hartnell. Ooh. Yeah, that's about right, given what I know about you. All right, that's about right, William Hartnell. And was there for episode 1. Yeah, and Lionel's the same as Penge, too. You guys, I'm doing things. Like, things are happening in this game, and all that's happening is you're looking at Val's Anvil. I appreciate the fact that no one is here for the game, and, nobody's tuning into the wee hours for competent gameplay. But, like, things are happening, and you're not seeing them. And I'm kind of curious, given the poor stream start that we had, if we're getting further issues here, if these are becoming further problems. Something was wrong. You started giving people skills, and the cursor moved around to the right sort of places on the screen, but nothing is moving. Yeah, something is not good with the stream today, which is odd, because the stream yesterday was just fine. No problems with that. Like, I'm I'm doing things right now, and I'm watching the stream in my second monitor, and it's been Vol's Anvil for, like, I don't know, 15 minutes now. Totally. Yeah, nothing else is moving. So, actually, let me, just because I can do it, I'm just going to kind of wait through the 7-second delay and move my cursor around and see what's going on there. Let's try, we can do a little bit of a refresh. Let me go over to Streamlabs and just see if we can refresh this a little bit. So hold the line, stay with, oh, well, I say hold the line. You guys have been looking for the same screen for 15 minutes, so a few more seconds will not be what does it. I don't want to refresh chat. I would like to refresh the whole shenanigans. Like everything, please. So 3 times, bad timing, nothing else. Yeah, nothing else is moving, is it? Doodly doodly doo. No, not that, and not that. Okay, well this is really fun, working through settings. This is like we're doing it on the old rig all over again. All over again. Yay, fun times. Fun times. No, I don't want to open my notification. It's a nice view. Vol's Anvil is lovely this time of year, I will admit. Vol's Anvil is absolutely lovely. How about, Streamlabs, just a generic refresh? Hey, Yagi, are you still on by any chance? Oh, no, I thought I just saw it, but I didn't. Okay. So, yeah, it is memories, Art. It's totally memories, and it's memories of terrible, terribly laggy, horrible streams. Not really what I'm looking for. I'm kind of, again, putting this one hopefully on YouTube. I don't think this one is me, considering how... yeah, old rig is coming back from the dead and haunting me. Well, the thing is, my second monitor is the old rig now. That's just how I watch my own stream, is on the old rig. And what I'm trying to do while I'm idly filling dead air is figure out how to just refresh the entire stream with one fell swoop. And I'm not... Yagi, if you're still kicking around, you're way more experienced in Streamlabs than I am. Let me know. Let me know if you can figure that out, or if you know how to do that. I'm just idly clicking things and hoping for the best as usual, but I feel we're not having... Yeah, it's still freaking Vol's Anvil. It's like a podcast. Inanimate Adventures, welcome. If you're new, I'm sorry. Our streams are usually a little more professional than this. Oh, who am I kidding? They're not more professional, but at least things happen. The chat is refreshing, so I think it's Streamlabs, not YouTube. Yeah, you know what? I might have a... but if I do that, I'm going to start from scratch again. That could be a bad thing. All right, so yeah, Inanimate Adventures, sorry if you're new. If you are, welcome. And if you are, we usually actually have a game going on rather than just a flat screen of the same area. Just change to a commentary channel. I know, I should, right? I probably should. You're not the first person to say that, actually. I should just stop the whole game nonsense and just talk nonsense at people for a while. Doodly doodly doo. And again, I'm just largely chit-chatting while I'm clicking random buttons and hoping for the best, and it's still Vol's Anvil over there. It is still Vol's Anvil. No, I don't want to log out Streamlabs. Why would you think I wanted to do that? I am going to... I'm wondering if it's a cache problem. Yeah, I think that might be the issue. I am going to... new to the streams, is this guy talking about... Oh, the Cube VR comments. Oh, cool. Right on, man. Don't want you to stop playing. You're a very good YouTuber. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. No, absolutely. Yeah, the Cube VR stuff. Great game, by the way. I'm really happy you're getting into that. Go ahead and get down with the Cube VR Discord, because the developer is really cool about like walking you through any questions you have about Cube VR. Really, really cool developer, and very, very passionate about Cube VR. Quit, donate to Streamlabs. Yeah, no kidding. We may need rig number 3 sooner than I thought. I am going to briefly Stop. Yeah, maybe, Jess, maybe. I'm going to briefly stop the screen and delete some stuff and restart it. So you guys held on for 30 minutes. If you could hold on for another few while I do this, we'll see what happens. Oh, no, I don't want to do that because I'm going to lose all of those scenes. Keep hearing QPR. Queen's Park Rangers? Really? Oh, you're already in the Discord. Oh, good, Adventures. Yes, excellent. Yeah, let's just try a real big turn it off and on again and see it, because when we first started the stream, it was working okay. So let's, I'm just gonna, do the generic turn it on and off again, and I will hopefully be... Okay, that part's back in that I'm back. But again, we still have the... I'm just kind of waiting through the 7-second delay here. Do we have any sort of gameplay? No, we're just kind of vaguely... You've got the cursor and nothing else. That's what you got. You've got my cursor moving around. That's wicked fun. That is wicked fun. Oh, hang on. YouTube might be updating a little bit. We've got the little white swirly circle. That's promising, right? That's a good thing, I think. What's up, Polsk? You're throwing a lot of random words down there. Okay, now YouTube's just sort of buffering. You're being hacking. Okay. Yeah, the buffering icon is new. It's nice to see something new on the screen, isn't it, Lionel? It's delightful. I like to entertain you as best I can, and if I can't show you a game, I'm going to show you a circle going round and round. Yeah, the audio is fine, Jess. We've had, well, apart from the numerous issues that we've had with the stream, the audio is the one thing we don't seem to be having a problem with. What we are having a problem with is getting the actual gameplay to actually play. Okay, Polsk, well, good luck with stuff, I guess. Hopefully you're not getting hacked. Yeah, let's, I would refresh this, but this is not going to do jack. I'm trying, Lionel. I'm doing the very best I can. I'm not even sure I can do 2 hours of just chit-chatting. I at least need something to react to, like The Sims or Warhammer. Yeah, the game is still frozen. Yeah, we're still completely frozen. I wonder why that is. That's weird, because I'm playing the game. I suppose I could just narrate to you what I'm doing, but I am clearly playing Warhammer. I very much am playing it. There are many interesting things that may or may not be happening that I'm not telling you about. Someone broke into your account. Well, you should deal with that, Bolsk. I could narrate it to you. It'll be like like doing movies for the blind. I'm just gonna tell you what's going on, which will be great in a real-time strategy game. That's not going to be a problem at all. Game is playing, but OBS won't pick it up. I would say yes, or the game is frozen. It's one of the two. Yeah, the cursor does not seem to be the issue. We seem to be able to have you see the cursor. Although, that being said, I'm looking at my second monitor and the cursor is frozen now, too. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. So, yes, the answer to your question, Jess, is cursor working just fine. Game, not so much, really. Not so much. So if you have an answer to that, because you have many answers, you're wicked smart at these things, then please jump right in. Yagi answered the first one about why it wasn't streaming at all by having me switch to the backup server. That was good. We're still kind of stuck on not being able to see the game. Let me go back to Streamlabs and see if there's something I should be doing here. Because the game capture is... Oh, no. Wait, hang on. No, that's not it either. No, hang on. I thought I'd answered my own question, but I realized as I said it that I haven't. Nope, and I was right. Yeah, I was right. It's not that at all. Okay. What could possibly... I thought the game was working on your PC, but not on the stream. It is. Yeah, it's working. Like I was saying, like, I can play it. I'm playing it right now. Yes, I know. It's frozen in Streamlabs, basically. So Maybe I should just... Well... Hang on. Just going to do a really quick experiment here while I'm talking to you. So, talk amongst yourselves for moments. Well, you guys are good at that anyway. That and that. Okay, alright. I think I have a further answer to your question, Jess. It seems upon starting the stream, apart from the cursor, the game just is frozen. So you have the image that this game started with when I started streaming it. And it does not seem to want to move beyond that, even though the game plays normally. I don't know if that actually made any sense, but does Streamlabs automatically pick a specific window? Yeah, and that's what I'm on. That's exactly what I'm on, Penge. That's why I thought I had answered my own question. Is that, oh, maybe I turned it off windowed mode and it's on something else. But no, it is absolutely on the correct window, and it is absolutely capturing, clearly, Warhammer. It's just not doing anything about it. So, hang on, what is it? Force, nope, that's not going to work. Hang on, hang on, bird brains, wait. Can I remove the game from the stream? Oh, scene. Game from the scene. And ready it. I don't know what you mean by ready it, though, Jess. What do you mean? Change your password and make... Okay, bird brains is talking to Polsk. All right, fine. I don't know what you mean by ready it, Jess. What does that mean? I get remove the game from the stream. I can absolutely do that. But I'm not... you know what? That's as good as answer as anyone. I'm just going to take it out and put it back in again. Makes sense to me. Re-add it. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Re-add it. Yeah, so turn it off and on again. Yeah, basically turn it off and on again. Yeah, actually, that's probably what I'm doing right now. Yes, let's remove that. Actually, I'm curious if that's going to make your screen go blank, or if it's still going to be Vol's Anvil, because my screen is blank now. And, yep, there we go. 7-second delay. Okay. So your screen just went blank. This is even more entertaining than looking at Vol's Anvil. That would be... Yeah, I know. This is fantastic. You thought looking at Vol's Anvil for 30 minutes was good. Now you're going to go look at black. All right, well, it went black. That's kind of encouraging, actually, because now maybe if I re-add it... If I re-add that, yep, let's do that. You know what, I'm just going to make this a completely new source. Let's just pretend that the first one never ever happened. Okay, 7 seconds from now, you should get that coming back up, hopefully. Except I've got to move that all the way down. Okay, let's try it again. Now, are things going to actually move? I'm waiting 7 seconds for this to happen. It's not success yet, Penge. It's not success. Oh my god, we've got a moving screen. Holy moly. Do we want... I just want to check in at Vol's Anvil just to make sure we didn't miss anything from now and then. Alright, so between Yagi and Jess and an hour of this entire stream has been fixing this entire stream. I'm sorry, guys. I don't plan for technical difficulties, and I don't want them. Thank goodness Yagi and Jess were here to fix this. And really, the answers to both of them were basically turn it off and on again. It was... I do love Vol's Anvil. Vol's Anvil is delightful. I mean, who wouldn't want to live here? They've got spiky bits all over the place. All right, we should actually... Oh, so here's some things you missed while you were looking at Vol's Anvil for an hour. An hour. Oh my god, and I'm so sorry, guys. I just took up an hour of the stream. Well, yes, you did say that, Penge. I took that very literally and turned the entire computer off and on again. Twice. That did not fix the problem. Apparently, I just had to take things out of Streamlabs and then put the exact same things back in so they'd stop being fussy. So I was starting to train a new army down here, but we have no more money, so we have to end the turn. That's basically what you missed. Holy moly, an hour. I'm so sorry, guys. Your patience is extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary. Notice before Dave mentioned it. Yes, I was kind of looking at that going, that's a long time to be looking at Vol's Anvil. Oh, you are absolutely residents of Vol's Anvil now. Trust me, we all are. Who's moving in on me? Malekith? Oh, you know what, Malekith? You can actually totally have this place. I want you to have this. I actually want you to take this place. If I have a way to... Unfortunately, I can't surrender because this is a garrison. Oh, no problem, Polsk. I hope things are going to work out okay there. If I had the choice to surrender and retreat, I absolutely would. Malekith, you can have this. I want you to have this. I didn't want this place in the first place. I took it accidentally. I'm glad you have it. Because that is an inhospitable area to you. You can't even live there. I am the wandering stranger who appeared on the 13th floor. The Soviet space program developed a survival pistol for their crews that they flew with from 1986 until 2007. Have we heard that one before, Bobcat? I feel we've heard that one before. I can't say that for certainty, but I feel like we've heard that one before. But I could be 100% wrong about that. I remember something about a pistol. Well, great. I've lost the plane of spiders, and I couldn't be happier about that. I'm really excited about that. I didn't want that place in the first place. I was going to raze it to the ground. I just accidentally colonized it. The TP-82 Cosmonaut Survival Pistol, which in and of itself sounds badass, was a triple barrel design? It's a shotgun? Well, yeah, you're not going to have a hard time surviving if you got a shotgun. Moving pictures, who would have thought they would see such things in our times? I know. Hula hoops and their fax machines, Lionel. Lionel, I don't know if you've been watching Software Inc., but the computer program that I named after you is going over like a lead balloon. I'm just telling you that. Could you give me like a 30-second overview of this game? Never seen it before. I would be very happy to do that in Animate Adventures because I love Total War Warhammer. So, here's the deal. We are on... Actually, I'll just wait for the turn to end, because I can't actually do anything. What's happening right now is everyone else on the planet is doing things, all the different factions. So, oh, no worries, Lionel. I don't expect everyone to watch everything all the time. But in Software Inc., we did name our first piece of software after you, and I won't give you any spoilers behind that, or beyond that, rather. But it is also kind of going over like a lead balloon. So, not so successful with the Software Inc. So, Inanimate Adventures. This is the world we live in. You can't really see much of it now because we haven't discovered a lot of it. We're Dark Elves. We're trying to kill everyone else who lives on the planet. So this is a combination of campaign in a not completely unlike a Civilization kind of game where we have individual cities. We actually have provinces and then individual cities and towns within those. And we build those up and we put little buildings in there. We have military buildings and economic buildings and defensive buildings and all of that. And then beyond that, there's the real-time strategy. So we have our armies over here who have been going around murdering people because we're Dark Elves, that's the thing we do. Like Yastra, he's our general. He has all of these troops. And we can, well, what you didn't see, basically, in the one that just happened, because I chose not to fight the battle, I just chose to let it auto-resolve, is that we would have a real-time strategy battle on a battle map, and we would send our army to fight their army, and we control the army. So it's a combination of real-time strategy and a campaign civilization building game set in a fantasy world. Very cool. I'm a huge fan of it. I became a huge fan of it because I was binge-watching Many a True Nerd play this, and it just got me completely hooked. I'm actually on my second binge-watching of it, which is no small feat because there's like 42 episodes of that, and they're about an hour each. So that's a very brief 30-second-ish assessment of this, and at some point, provided the stream stays up and running, we'll actually get into a real battle. I don't think I'm going to go take back the Plane of Spiders because I don't want it, but Marathi, I noticed that the Plane of Dogs, they've taken one of their armies out of here. Actually, anyone runs around and murders people in Warhammer. Very true, Hawk. Very true. Yes, it's not explicitly to the Dark Elves. Even the nice, shiny High Elves run around and murder people. Jess will be right back. As interesting. It is on Steam. There's actually a whole Total War franchise. They are primarily sort of more of like real-world historical, like there's Total War Medieval, there's Total War Ancient Rome kind of thing. But the Warhammer ones, I like the Total War franchise as a whole, but I specifically like the Warhammer ones because it puts it in a fantasy setting, and there's magic and dragons and all sorts of cool stuff like that. Yes, and then there's a brand new one that is coming out, I think in May, that I'm super excited about but can't really afford. So thankfully it's coming out in May. It gives me time to save up for it. And yes, it is available on Steam. Regardless, Dark Elf, High Elf, Elf Undead Empire. Yeah, you know, you're 100% right, Hawk. Everybody murders everybody all the time. It's kind of what the game says. It's Total War. That's it. Have a 100% halfling army, 1,000 points of skirmishers. The Skaven are not completely unlike halflings. They're about the right size for halflings, and they are all basically skirmishers. So we should actually like play a game. Yastra, I noticed. Do we have any heroes floating around here anywhere? Not really. Not really. I kind of need... Can we recruit one? Can we recruit somebody in Ice Rock Gorge? Not from here, we can't. Okay. No, we need the building chain for that. Yes, the world and factions are made after the tabletop Warhammer. Yeah, and exactly like Hawk is saying, this is basically a mashup of the Total War franchise and the Warhammer universe. So, independently owned and operated, as they say, but this just mashes the two together. Yeah, Temple of Adioth. Yes, actually, let's get that up to level 3. That's a smart move. Damage. What's damaged? Oh, they didn't take it? You guys can totally take it. I kind of just want to go in and raise it to the ground now. No, you guys can have that. Malekith, you can have Plane of Spiders. Don't want it, don't need it, no reason to have it at all. Now, Plane of Dogs, on the other hand, where did you put your other army? Because I noticed you... Oh, there you are. You're up there. You're up there. 100% of goblins. Oh, that's brave, Hawk. That is brave. Yeah, you're right. Goblins aren't going to win anything. They're flimsier than tissue paper. The goblin archers aren't completely terrible, just because, you know, they're archers. If you can just keep them away from everything else, they're fine. But a 100% goblin army, that's ridiculous. That's just silly. That's brave of you, Hawk. Well, you are largely much better at these kind of games than I am, so I'm not surprised you took that dare. Tretch Craventail. Speaking of the Skaven, oh, he's got an army here. He's got not a small army, actually. We're not gonna fight him right now. Bye. We're gonna go home. Actually, we're not gonna go home in March mode though. Oh, I may have just kind of messed myself up here. He could come... Alright, we are going away in March mode. Bye. At least I'll be in range of the garrison if I do this. Tons and tons of miniatures on the table. Birdbrains is lagging. You're always lagging, Birdbrains. You travel from the past. And Lionel's Halflings won a Blood Bowl game with 1 player standing. I hear you guys talk about this Blood Bowl thing. I don't know that I fully understand it yet. You and Penge are talking about that frequently, and I don't know if I fully understand it yet. How much money do I have left? Absolutely none. No, I'm not going to fix Plane of Spiders. They can keep Plane of Spiders. That's fine. So just end that turn. That's totally cool. I want you guys to take it. Raise it to the ground. Colonize it. I don't care. Just do whatever you want to do, because I don't want it, and it's just causing me problems. An hour trying to get this stream going. An hour. I'm glad you guys held on, though, because I was about 20 minutes in, I was thinking, like, you know what, I should probably just call it a day, but no, we got it eventually, thanks to Yagi and Jess. Oh, Birdbrains is not lagged anymore. It's Warhammer American Football. Yeah, I kind of basically get the vague concept of it, and it's tabletop, right? It's not like an RPG, it's like a tabletop sort of game. But I don't know that I fully understand it. We don't have that here, sir. We don't have that here. That's all you guys. You are... Oh, yeah, if the Skaven want to take Plane of Spiders, that's okay, too. I can't live there. It's inhospitable to me. Actually, I'm kind of surprised the Skaven can live there. Not really. They have a little... They can be in worse areas than the Dark Elves can. Yeah, it's tabletop. Thank you, Hawk. I thought it was. What's going on up in the black pillar there? Who are those guys? What emblem is that? Well, it's clearly not Karen Carr. We're either going to have to go to war against Karen Carr or confederate with them. Oh, 500 for a non-aggression pact. Wait, is Tretch Craventail... Is that also Clan Gnaw? I'm confused. No, different Skaven clan. That's fine. If you want to give me money for a non-aggression pact, I don't even know where you are. So that's totally okay. That's 100% okay. There's a video game named Blood Bowl. I thought there was. That sounds vaguely familiar. Yeah. There's a computer version, like a mix of football and American football. So you mean a mix between football and soccer, Hawk? Is that what you're saying? A mix between football and soccer? Even though our football is not played with the feet, and yours is. Steel technology failure. Raiding in Plane of Spiders, great. Imminent rebellion, not so great. Oh, wait, in Plane of Spiders. Oh, I don't care. I completely don't care. You guys can rebel all you want. And Happy Populace in Bleakhold. Neat. Okay, cool. Morathi is still hanging out there because we don't really have anything else we can do with her. We're a little stuck. Honestly, we're a little kind of stuck by our own expansionism. What do you think you want me to build in Ice Rock? Next level of Cultist Gathering, Den of Indulgence. Actually, our public order is broadly under control there for the moment. Oh, Walls involved Zanvil might not be the worst idea in the world. There is no game that is called soccer. There is in my world. There is in my world. We play football with our hands, and we like it that way. That's America. That's the America I live in. We just call things by silly names. And Ancient City of Quintex. We've got your economic buildings going, and we don't really have the money to do a lot else. Let's keep training the new army. Oh, cool. Flying missile cavalry. Awesome. May as well take the, not freebies per se, because they're costing us money, but we'll take the guys who are better than the guys we'd get if we just normally recruited them. That's pretty much all my money. I could get, I'll get another, what is that, Dread Spears? Yeah. I'll get another Dread Spear. That'll just flesh out the front line a little bit better. No, exactly. Why would people who play football use their feet? I mean, our football, you do technically use your feet if you have to kick the ball, but we rarely have to do that. The gameplay with hands is actually called handball, and yet we have that too. We have handball and football, and all sorts of things happen. I don't care about the Plane of Spiders. Actually, can I just demolish it? Can I just demolish everything here? Because I legit don't care about that. Imminent Rebellion, that's fine. End that turn, please. If you play American football in Australia, is it soccer? No, then it's Australian football, which is another whole completely different thing. That's a completely different thing from the other two completely different things. It's all very silly. This is why I don't play sports. I don't do the sportsing. This is my sport. This is my sport right here. I take armies into the High Elf lands and slaughter them, instead of messing around with a ball that isn't even the right shape. I mean, who made the football? American football, that is. English football makes sense. It's a sphere. That's a ball. American football, not so... No, yes, please. Please, Skaven. Please take that. Thank you. I welcome you taking that. Decisive defeat, it's all yours. You can live there forever. That being said, I might come down and smash you in the face just because it would be fun. But you know what? That imminent rebellion, that just became your problem now, not mine. Oh, hang on, hang on. Tretch is showing up, and he's changed his stance to ambush. That's a problem. That's a big problem. I don't like that at all. You don't really have handball. I've seen Americans play handball, and it's not even on the level of 6th graders handball here in Germany. I'm going to go ahead and say, Hawk, that most things we have in America are not on the level of Germany's 6th grade. Or indeed most of Europe's. You guys are just largely better at most everything than we are, including democracy, as we've learned recently. Oh, no, I'm not making the stream politicized. No politics, no religion. And we don't do that here, but I should say, you know what? Europe's got a handle on democracy a little better than we do. Sometimes we do silly things. And apparently handball is one of them. Blood Bowl Legendary Edition, only £7.99, £7.99. I don't know quite what that equates to these days in good old American dollar bills, but on Steam. Not to mention that my team of hometown is one of the best teams in the world. Wait, in handball? There are world leagues of handball? I'm going to tell you, man, we've got like every, because it's America, half of our cable stations are sports stations. And we've covered some really, really weird sports. I don't think I've ever seen handball on the sports channels. But then again, I'm not actually looking. I'm largely just poking fun at you, Hawk, so forgive me. If your handball team is the like #1 ranked handball team in the world, I'm not actually. I'm just having a little fun with you, so don't take it seriously. Please don't. $48,000. Oh dear, that's wow. Boy, the currency exchange has changed a lot since I was last in England. Guess it has been a while since I've been there. About $10. Yeah, that sounds about right. Rebellion, great, good. I'm happy to have a rebellion there. You know why? That's not actually my problem anymore. That's the Skaven's problem, not my issue. Yes, settlement sacked. Go for it. Yes, settlement lost. Even better. Sabioth's back to duty. Super. I actually really need you. I need you to do some things sort of right now. Raise Shrotak Mount. All the way up there? Really? I don't know that we're going up there right away. I'll do my best. So Justice back. Excellent. Excellent. You can't have the World Leagues of games only you play, Hawk. Okay, yeah, true. Yes, if you're the only person playing the game, then I guess you are technically the best in the world at it. Or YouTube crashes every time I use Siri. You look up at the handball here on YouTube. There's videos about club handball. Again, Hawk, do please understand. I'm just poking fun. If your handball team is Olympic level, I'm not even sure how to play handball. I would assume it's played with a hand and a ball, possibly 2 hands. I need to deal with the issue of Tretch Craventail, who I know for a fact is waiting to ambush me right here. And he's being a real smarmy guy about it and waiting in ambush. Where's Sabioth? Not where I need him to be. Okay. That's technically okay. And Marathi's army is full, so you may as well start moving in this direction. I once seen a match of rugby between the USA and Ireland, and it was watching a terrible team play against a slightly better team. I couldn't tell you. We're not. Here's a funnier one. Go ahead and watch an American cricket team. So yeah, go ahead and do that. I was thinking of the World Series. It's a sports thing. Oh yeah, we just did that. Oh well, no, wait. We did the other one, the Super Bowl one, the one with the football. Yeah, we did that, and we won actually. The local team did in fact win for like I don't know, the 7th time in 8 years, 6th time in 9 years. I don't know, but we win it a bunch of times. We're wicked good at that apparently. It kind of came and went in my world, but there it is. Research available. I love research. How about none of these? How about some more money? Yeah, tempered in blood. Income up 10% in slave markets. Excellent. Oh, Jess, relax. We can't help the fact that the Northeast United States is just flat out awesome at everything. The rest of the country just has to accept that. We're just wonderful. We're lovely, lovely, wonderful people, and we deserve to be the best because we are the best at everything in the world. That's basically the way we feel in the Northeast, Jess. That's pretty much your Eastern Coast philosophy. We are just basically better at everything and all the time. Yep. You did the one with the owl. The WS is in the autumn. Oh, yeah, World Series. Yeah. No, I don't think we won that one this time. But we have fairly recently. Yeah, we did that fairly recently. Because the rest of the world doesn't really care about American football. You know what, Hawk, here's the thing. I remember seeing European American football teams, and I think we can compare that to Birdbrain's American rugby teams. There's a reason you don't care, Hawk. It's because Europeans are terrible at American football. Absolutely terrible at it. It's an embarrassment. So, you got your sports, we got our sports, everybody happy. So don't, oh, we don't care about your football. Yeah, because you're bad at it. You're terrible at it. You know what? We don't care about cricket. You know why? We can't play it. We're terrible at cricket. Why would an American play cricket? So don't feign being terrible at something by not caring about it. It's just because you're not good at American football. Now, Australians, I would not want to go up against them, but I used to watch the Cardiff Tigers. It was a fun Sunday. I don't even hate the Patriots, just Brady. And it's even hard to hate him, isn't it, Jess? Because he's just lovely. He's a very, very, Very nice, man. That won't deflate anyone's opinion, Yoda. No, it doesn't. All right, doing things. Actually trying to play the game, so we're not sitting and watching it Vol's Anvil. Competence is grossly overrated. Indians, Brits, and Japanese care about cricket. Well, that's a big bunch of people. Especially Indians. I think he just covered about a quarter of the planet there. At least a solid fifth of the population of the planet cares about cricket. And they're very good at it. And I say a lot of West Indians, Jamaicans, the West Indies area. I think there's more people than that, Hawk. I think cricket has a pretty huge following. Wait, what did Inanimate do? Won't... Oh, deflate anyone's opinion. Oh, that's well played, Inanimate Adventures. And slightly obscure. You'd actually have to know something about that sportsing team to know why that reference was good. Oh, I totally missed that. Well done, Inanimate Adventures. Well played, sir, or ma'am, as the case may be. Yeah, Aussies? Yeah, exactly. New Zealanders? I think you discount cricket, Hawk. I think actually a large number of people care about cricket. Like a whole hunking bunch of them. Probably way more than care about American football. I'll grant you that. Really, only Americans care about American football. So you've got about 360 million people, and there's a percentage of them who care. Because I actually don't care. I really don't care. I totally forgot the Super Bowl even happened, and then apparently we won it. Well done, Inanimate Adventures. That was a well-placed, obscure reference, and I appreciate things like that. Indians, Brits, Japanese, Americans was at war with all those countries at one point. Yeah, we were. Everyone's at war with everyone. And then she just, okay, just so same comment. All right, Tretch Craventail. Oh, we discovered him. Oh, good. Good. Be at war with Clan Non. No, we're not going to do that. And we've got a better public order thing going on. So where is he? Where's Tretch Craventail? Did he go back down here? Oh, he retreated. Thank goodness. I really would like to get peace with you. Do you want to have peace? How about, I don't really have any money to give you. Yeah, you rejected the offer. Tretch. As Skaven to Dark Elf, I need you to understand, I only went to war with you in the first place because I just wanted this settlement. And after that, we're good. You can keep the Plain of Dogs. I have no intention of going down there. Sabioth, however, why don't you start working your way down here? And who else? Brady had to have balls to cheat in a Super Bowl. Well, the jury is out. Jury is out on that. And I have no idea, and I honestly don't really care, one way or another, whether he did or did not do the thing that he was accused of. But the jury is out. I don't think there was any conclusive proof that he knew what was going on. He says he had no idea that happened. I don't know. I don't know and don't care. Cricket was in the 1900 Olympics. Really? Only match was Great Britain versus France, where the French team was made up of the staff of the British Embassy. Oh, that's great. Oh, that should have been a Did You Know with Lionel or something. A Random Facts with Lionel. There you go. Looking at the acronym right now. That's not random. That's an awesome fact. It was made up of the staff of the British Embassy. Rightly so. How many French cricketers do we know? None. Don't hate Brady or the Patriots, but I'm not against them. Give the other teams a chance once in a while. Yeah, I know. It's tough when people keep winning. Despite the fact that it is technically, quote-unquote, air quotes, my home team, if you will. Which is a broad home because they are the New England Patriots. They're actually covering several states. We don't really get, a team just for our own. We have to share it with all the other states in the area. But, yeah, it's tough. It's tough for anyone on the other side when people just keep winning. We've had the constant same problem about the Yankees. There's that whole Boston Yankee rivalry thing. It's because they keep winning. I love that cricket is very obscene in the Hitchhiker's. Oh yeah, no kidding. Yeah. In the Hitchhiker's universe, we are building your army. We're building your army so you can go murder things. Oh, we have Blackguard available. Yes, please. I don't really need those Dread Spears then, but I'm going to take 2 of these guys. And can I afford anything else? I need some missile cavalry, or missiles. I need people shooting things. I don't really need the shields on them. because in the best scheme of things, they're actually not going to get hit by anything. So just regular old dark shards will do. Watching insects would be more interesting. Handball is Olympic. What is cricket? Does it involve insects? Sadly, no. Actually, you know what? Seeing as we've got some Brits in the audience here, when obviously, you know, I'm not the youngest man in the world, so when I lived in England, cricket was like a 3-day event. Like, that game goes on for 3-4 days. I read or saw on the news somewhere that they've done basically like an express version of cricket. So they've shaved it all down so you can get in and out of a game of cricket in under a day. Is that correct? Cricket involved insects if you're unlikely. So I'm kind of like sort of bouncing around waiting for Lionel or Art or possibly Penge if he's still kicking around. Elfboy, USA should be grateful it kicked out the British or you'd all be playing it not by now. Yeah, you know, after... You know, I'm not politicizing this chat. We don't do politics here, and we don't do religion here or anything else that's really going to get people all in a frenzy. But some people might prefer British rule at this point. I'm just saying. Some people might prefer British rule. T20. What is T20? Is that like express cricket? Like cricket in a hurry? Because I'm not wrong in thinking that a cricket game can go on for like 3 days. It's like an event. It's a weekend. It's not a game. It's a long weekend. It's like a bank holiday weekend. 20 overs each side played in about 3 hours. There you go. So 3 hours is still... 3 hours is an express game. We don't do games that last longer than an hour here. We're in and out in an hour. We got this thing timed down. If we can't get out of here in an hour, we ain't playing your sports. 5-day international cricket. Oh, God. 5 days for one game. What an end in a draw. I would bring a gun to that. If I was there for 5 days watching my home team and it ended in a draw, I'm starting to shoot people. Not much longer considering the total Brexit chaos. I know. And that's the response. That's a response to the well, very few of them live in England now. A few of them do, but the English-Irish contingency when they ask about, you know, possible strange choices we may have made in our democratic leanings. You know, possibly our democracy is not... it has some flaws, and we made some poor choices, maybe. Just saying. And then I immediately respond with Brexit. So, you know what? We're not all immune to stupid choices. Hang on. Random fact with Bird Brains. Hold that thought, Bird Brains, because I actually do have a game to play here, and I want to see what we're doing. So I'm going to read that random fact momentarily. I just need to do a few things here. Yastra's ready for a level up, and I think I'm going to keep him getting fighty. Let's give him Blade Master. That sounds good. And what do you think I want to build in? Ice Rock again? Again, the Cultist Gathering. Okay. That's good, but not vital. Can I afford more of your army? Are you... Oh, you're just maxed out on slots. You just can't put any more things in your army. Bleakhold, what do you think I want to build? Oh, anything at all. Okay. Some basic military infrastructure would not go amiss here. Could do that. Public order is basically okay. Basically okay. Yeah, let's keep a little military down in here. Okay, so random facts with Bird Brains, and let me get the turn moving along. Thank you very much. Random facts with Bird Brains. During World War I, there was a big problem with German U-boats. They were virtually undetectable. Only way to see them if you're under attack was to look for the periscope to some captains. Sent out... okay, there was more. Some captains sent out rowboats to hit the periscopes with a hammer and blind the U-boat. Smart thinking. Smart thinking. Painting the periscope lenses would have been funnier. Indeed it would. Where did I live in the UK? I was right in London. We lived for the first 4 years. Now, I'm going back a ways, Elfboy. I'm not the youngest man in the world, so I'm going back quite a ways. We lived the first 4 years that we lived there. We lived in the Hammersmith area. Probably about maybe a mile away from the Hammersmith Odeon, somewhere in that neighborhood. Maybe not even that far. Maybe less than a mile away. Kind of between Hammersmith Odeon and High Street Kensington. And then the last year we lived in Camden. So right in the London area, basically. Yes, Art's in Wales. Lionel's in Wales, too, as I recall. Penge is in some weird land of low technology and and terrified villagers with pitchforks and things. Wait. Hirath! I actually know what that means. I know what that means. It means longing, right? It means longing. Please say I'm right, because I got that from an episode of Are You Being Served, which is one of the greatest shows ever put on television. Hirath, it means longing. I'm totally right about that. Please say I'm right. If I'm not right, then Are You Being Served was wrong, and I've been misinformed for about 30 years. From Wales, bringing civilization to East Anglia. Oh, good luck with that one. That's a quest you put yourself on. All right, hero not moved. That'll be Sabioth. Excellent. Sabioth, I want you to keep working your way down to Ice Rock here, and we're going to poke the Skaven and see what they want to do. Homesickness, yeah, a longing for home. Exactly. I learned that from Are You Being Served, one of the greatest shows ever made. I probably, if you really pushed me, I could probably recite every line of every episode of Are You Being Served, which is sad, but hysterically funny. Brilliant comedy. Absolutely brilliant comedy. End turn. Yes, let's do that. You work near Paddington. Okay, yep. I'll definitely know where that is. Longing for the... Yeah, homesickness, exactly. A longing for the soul to return home. Wales is a barbarian country. They voted Brexit as well. Well, unfortunately, the majority of people did. Exact. Sorry, I had to approve that one, Elf Boy. YouTube flagged that one for obvious reasons. But in the world of Are You Being Served, that's perfectly acceptable things to say. A bold claim. It is a bold claim. I need you to understand, Lionel, I could not even begin to tell you. Oh, peace with Malekith. Absolutely. And you're going to pay me for it. Yeah, absolutely. We're doing that, Malekith. Then I can free up Marathi. I could not, since the original airing of the show, Lionel, I mean, back whenever that was, late 70s, early 80s is when that was on. And the fact that I have all of the DVDs, and they are pretty much my background noise. So, like, if I'm editing a video for the channel or something, or I'm just kind of messing around, or even, God help me, actually playing a game for my own without recording it just for pleasure, that's 9 times out of 10, that's what I have in the background. I believe if push came to shove, I could probably do every line of every episode. And I'm pretty good on Are You Being Served Again? The spin-off to it later. I'm not bad on that. I'm not 100% on it, though. Birdbrain says lagging. No surprises there. Just because we've got a lot of idiots doesn't make us barbarians. Yeah, and what exactly is wrong with barbarians? Barbarians wrecked Europe. Nothing wrong with barbarians. 2016 was the year of people saying, we're sick of all you jerks in charge. And then, frick, I guess this is what we have now. Yeah, I spent a long time, and again, I will reiterate, we are not going to politicize. We don't do politics or religion here. Whatever you're into, politics or religion-wise, or anything else, you do you. If it doesn't affect my life, I celebrate your right to do it. And I will defend your ability to do it, if necessary. I may think you're completely wrong and stupid, but I will celebrate your right to do it. That's what diversity is. Diversity is saying, this does not affect my life, so go ahead and do it. But all of that being said, I had to explain to, last time my wife and I were in Ireland, I had to explain to my European, Irish, English relatives what happened. Like, how did this happen? And really, I think you'd agree, Jess, it was a perfect storm. So many things came together at exactly the right moment to get where we are right now. And the biggest one was, talking of the Northeast coast, the biggest one was the entire center of the country saying, you can't ignore us anymore. Stop not listening to us. We will be listened to. And here's what we're going to do to make you listen to us. That was really a huge part of it, was the entire center of the country, the parts that aren't on the water, saying, we will be heard. Veronimus! Eronimus, excuse me, you have so many names, I combined a few of them together. For the Empire, Lord, no, for the Dark Elves. Absolutely for the Dark Elves. Lonnie Donegan, yes! I gotta get around to that. I'm sorry, Lionel, I have a lot. There's a lot of things. Yeah, go and assault the Skaven for me while we're here. Welcome, Eronimus, welcome. I was waxing political for a moment. I'll stop doing that because that's boring. Nobody cares about that. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Everyone cares about that. And success there, too. Ooh, and the next time we do it, we'll get 15% more casualties. That's keen. Excellent. The flyover states, exactly. Yeah, they got sick of being called the flyover states, and they basically put their foot down, and the problem is nobody thought they were going to do it, because they've never done it. You're talking about, you know, whatever, 60% of the country who nobody cared about, and because, well, we didn't care about them because they didn't do anything. They were largely ineffectual, and the 1 year that they said, we're going to stop being ineffectual, we are going to make you listen to us, is the year interesting choices were made in our democracy. Unassigned skill points, that will definitely be Sabioth. Wow, you are great at everything, Sabioth, right now. Oh, immortality. There we go. Let's make sure we never lose Sabioth. Let's damn well make sure we don't lose him. So now if he is wounded, he will only be wounded. They can't score a critical success. He can't be taken out of the game permanently. That's good. All right. Now, with peace, with, the freaking skate. Oh, no, that's the Exiles of Nehek. Well, we're at war with them, too. We're kind of at war with everybody. All right, let's keep working on that third army, because we got to get that up to snuff. At least I can park it somewhere as a defensive measure and then move out my other army. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to move out another army and swap it. We're going to play musical armies with these guys. Oh, I need a monster. I need a monster. I'm going to get a Charybdis for this guy, and a couple of bolt throwers, and one of those Dark Riders. I like those guys. That's going to really wreck my economy. Absolutely wreck it. Okay, end that turn. And see what... Well, I was going to say see what the response is from everyone else, but no one else is really poking our bear right now. So that's, you know, that's in the win column. But I can't leave. I can't leave these areas undefended. Garrison is not going to stand up to Tretch Craventail. That ain't going to happen. He's got a huge, massive army. How we talk about politics really got to people, like making such a big deal over college-educated voters did X and non-college-educated did Y. You're absolutely right. And, you know, obviously we've always kind of done that. And I think you and I are saying the same thing, which is people got fed up with business as usual, but unfortunately it took a weird turn because of that. And the alternative on the ticket was business as usual, literally business as usual. I'm doing my damnedest not to make this a political discussion in sort of like a you're right, I'm wrong, I'm right, you're wrong kind of thing. But, you know, the opponent was 100% business as usual and said so. Said business as usual. And the entire country said, well, no, not the entire country. 60% of the country said that's not acceptable. Our side of the country and the west side of the country said that's just fine. Go ahead and do that. But, yeah, people who didn't go to college are a heck of a lot smarter than people I know with degrees. It's kind of funny you say that, and I can get off the political thing for a second. As someone who is actually currently in the job market, and again, not young. I'm not a young man. I'm not like right out of college or anything. I'm not ancient, but you know, I'm going through what they would call a midlife career change. I'm surprised at the number of jobs that are requiring a college degree for no reason. Like, I know for a fact my skills are far superior to any college degree that I would have as an entry-level person. So I like, as an employer, when I was an employer, when I employed people, I didn't really care what their education was. I just cared were they going to show up, do the job, and go home. So that was a long-winded way of basically agreeing with you, Jess, is that, yes, people who did not go to college are not, that doesn't mean they're stupid. It just means college wasn't the right idea for them. And in fact, most of the people I know who are successful are actually not big college people. They either didn't get through college, they didn't go to college at all. Frankly, I encourage people to learn a trade. Sorry, I'm not playing the game. I should be doing things. Lothern has confederated with Avalorn. That's fussy. That puts together a big coalition there. You want me to get the Plain of Dogs back? No, not going to do that, actually. You have a college degree, and I'm glad that you have one, but I don't think it makes you better. No. And given, I know kind of what profession you're in, I'm sure that was a huge requirement. I'm sure they needed to know you were going to walk in with the skills, but I think you and I are in agreement that having that degree doesn't necessarily mean you have those skills. It just means you have a piece of paper that says you might have those skills. And obviously your profession and my past profession are 100% different. Couldn't be more different. But as an employer, I always looked for, is this person going to show up and do the job? I don't really care what college you went to. I had a college applicant. And I'm like, that means nothing to me. You're like, well, I have a degree in such and such. Like, I don't care. Are you going to show up to work? Are you going to do the job? Are you, not going to steal from my customers or something like that? College degrees are the new high school degree. Exactly right. Yeah, you pretty much have to have one now. You have to have one. Everyone is expected to have one, which is unfortunate because a lot of people are getting out of college who have one, and it means nothing when they enter the job market. Velatroth, you are waiting on a Charybdis. That's fine. And Sabioth, you could be... Sorry, I'm going all off on a tangent here. I'm just chit-chatting, and I'm not playing the game. I'm sorry. There's probably lurkers who have come and gone saying, is this guy ever going to play Total War? Ever? 81% to assault the garrison? Sure, you know what? Just get the experience. We'll just keep picking at them until they declare peace. That's fine. What helped was having one. Yeah, exactly. That doesn't count for Germany. We have loads of people who don't go to college. First of all, I actually know that, Hawk, and I find that it's one of the many things I admire about the German culture, I guess, the German community, the way you do education, I guess, for sake of a better term, is that the Germans and other European countries, it's not exclusive to Germany, strongly encourage people to pursue a trade. Their trade schools have waiting lists to get in, and I have said from day one, working a trade is tough, it's hard work, it's physical work, but if you get good at it really quickly, or at least, not quickly, but if you get good at it early, if you start early, you can write your own ticket. You can name your price and write your own ticket. It's because, you know what? All you're doing is doing something that somebody can't do or won't do and charging money for it. And that is the nature of all economies. Clan Na has ended their non-aggression pact with me. Huh. Okay, are you moving to attack me? Because your strength rank is 69 and mine is 2. I am the second biggest power in the world. You're the 69th biggest power in the world. Many are learning a trade. Yeah, exactly, Hawk. I find that really admirable about the German education system. You encourage people to go learn a trade. You actually push people to go learn a trade, whereas here in America, it's seen as second class, low class, or you're stupid if you go to a trade school, and the exact opposite is true. Because those stupid people going to a trade school, guess who they're taking the money from? Oh, it's the guy who went to college for, a liberal arts degree, and all of a sudden he's handing his money to the guy who went to trade school, because the guy who took the liberal arts degree doesn't know how to put a hammer to a nail. So I find that very admirable, Hawk, about the German educational culture. And a lot of trades are well paid. Yeah, no, same here. Same here. In fact, we have a real lack of skilled tradespeople. A skilled tradesperson at this point in America can pretty much get whatever he wants in terms of money. And something's going on between Lionel and Jess, and I don't know, because I'm going off on a tangent about the German educational system. So, yeah, I 100% agree with you, Hawk. I very much admire that about the way you guys do business over there. Yeah, keep assaulting the units. You know what? I'm going to punch you in the face, Trench Craventail, until you love me, until you declare peace on me. Causes fear when fighting against Skaven. Oh, good trait, Sabioth. And how are you doing against those? Oh, you've done a lot of damage. They're healing it right off because they're garrison, but you're not doing nothing at all there. You are actually kicking them in the butt. If they came out and tried to engage, where they wouldn't be able to heal that up as quickly, wow, darn Sabioth, you are kicking some butt right now. Excellent, well done. Many graduates in London now working in cafes. Yeah, same here, Elfboy. Same here, lots of useless degrees. That is an ongoing, not only useless degrees, But hey, guess what? Now you've got $50,000 in student loan debt that's going to take you 20 years to pay off. So whatever job you think you're getting in that cafe, 50% of your paycheck is going to pay off the student loan for the degree that didn't actually really work out. Sabioth, why don't you just start getting some more money coming in? Why don't we increase slave income? That sounds really good. We have a slave-based economy. We may as well exploit it. Most of our leaders aren't all Yale or Harvard grads, and so we have an unbalanced need to value academia. That's so true. And really, you look at... I'm going to get a little historical here. The reason for that, Jess, is, and you're an American too, you understand the nature of American history, was the post-World War II era, where prior to World War II, higher education like college or universities was not particularly valued. If you had it, fantastic. If you didn't, nobody cared. After World War II, there was that great push where the baby boom generation, their parents, the ones who were in World War II, wanted their children to do better. They wanted more. And there was this huge push for secondary education. That's where that really came from. Why that exists in our culture today was the post-World War II generation, where those parents pushed their children into colleges and universities in numbers that had never been seen before because they wanted their children to do better. Malakath, you want a non-aggression pact? I am totally okay with that. You are, in fact, my son. I think from a lore perspective, we should have a non-aggression pact with you. And Crone Hellebron, you want me to pay you for a non-aggression pact. Why? What? Oh, you're pretty strong, though. You are pretty darn strong. I am going to not pay you for it, but I will accept it. Okay, I'm not giving you 100 for that. Really feel that our universities are mostly free here in Europe. Yep, probably. Loan repayments don't kick in until you earn a certain amount. You wouldn't hit the threshold working in a cafe. Okay, well, obviously in America we do things completely differently. The second you are 2 minutes out of college, you've got a bill showing up at your door. Cold War, don't forget lots of bad aircraft designs. Yes, that was a big push into the educational system. As a 90s kid, my experience was adults telling me to chase my dreams and achieve my goals and feel my feels. Yeah, that was not my generation. My generation was, well, I mean, you're talking about an 80s kid. So, I mean, an 80s, I wasn't born in the 80s, I was born in the 70s, but, coming of age in the 80s where it was get that money. And college degrees were part of that. Get that money. It was the 80s. It was Wall Street. It was Reagan. It was, get the flashy car. It was Miami Vice. It was all of that. Tretch Craventail wants peace. I could not be happier for that. See, my plan worked. My Mike Tyson plan worked. I punched you in the face until you loved me. Oh, I'm good at negotiations. I should be president. That worked just fine. I kept punching you in the face until you loved me. Super. No, so yeah, that was my childhood, if you will. And part of get that money, get that cash was going to college. You would go to college, you would get a law degree or a business degree, and then you would go make all the monies in the world. Millennials are confused. You're told one thing, did it, then you got yelled at when did it exactly what we were supposed to do. Yeah, and we kind of had this, I think last week's chat, we were kind of touching on this. In the grand scheme of things, all generations are exactly the same. What they said about my generation is probably what they said about your generation, which is probably what they say about millennials. But you're right. I think it would be a very confusing time to be coming of age and going, wait, do I get the college degree? Do I not get the college degree? Is money good? Is money bad? Should I go sit in an ashram somewhere and contemplate my navel? Should I be running to business school? I don't know. I imagine it is very confusing. My computer science degree consisted of programming in Java, and beyond that, everything else was just covered by being in the Army. That is actually, it's going into military service to get an education. It's probably the smartest thing you can do in America. Because, they will effectively pay for it all. Recruit a lord. I just did. Thank you. So I'm probably not going to do that again. Now, where was Tretch Craventail? He was... Oh, we've lost eyes. No, we haven't lost eyes. I'm just in the wrong place. Left high school and went to college mid-housing crisis. Ooh, I started building my house mid-housing crisis. Try getting a mortgage in that mess. So we are now at peace with Tretch Craventail. Great. I can finally leave the plane of dogs. Super. Sabioth, embed into Yastra's army. We might actually get something done around here. Jeez. Alright, so Yastra, start heading out. Trutch Craventail is there, but that's fine. That's fine. We're at peace with you. You did come out, though. Oh, I could totally take this guy now, but I'm not going to. No, 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 no. I would like to finally be able to leave Ice Rock Gorge. Research. What are we not researching? Sure, Broken by the Lash. You may as well start that tree going. Okay, see you in a sec, Jess. Getting things done is overrated. I know, I know. Settlement upgrade. What do you think I want to upgrade? Ooh, Ancient City of Quintex. Why, yes, I would love to upgrade that. What is that going to unlock for me? Black Dragons, overrated. Overrated. Cold One Dread Knights, not as overrated. Those are pretty handy. I was going to buy some more things for the other army, but we're out of money. Who's got a skill point? Velatroth, you haven't done anything. You've literally done nothing. How did you get a skill point? All right, have Root Marcher. Sure, why not? All right, Elf Boy, thank you. Thank you, Elf Boy. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate that. I know I say that a lot to people in chat, but I mean it. I genuinely appreciate it, especially when I'm off on a complete weird tangent. I think the whole hour getting the stream started just kicked me into a weird loop where I'm less focused on, you know, Dark Elves conquering the entire Warhammer world and more focused on chit-chat, but, it is what it is. Also, the Sim stream just threw me for a loop. I have not dealt with anything that chaotic. That was way, way more people than I traditionally get or expected. I didn't think it was going to go over that well. I mean, I'm thrilled. I'm absolutely thrilled it did, but I didn't think it was going to go over that well. Who's... Oh, an ally has been attacked. Oh, okay. Okay. Clan Rictus. I literally just made peace with you. I just made peace with Clan Rictus. I don't want to... Oh, I say I don't want to go back to war with them. I say I don't. But boy, their army's really weakened right now. Alright, I'm going to enter the war on the side of my ally. Great, we're at war with the Skaven again. That did not even last a turn. Peace did not even last a turn. Nuclear secret underground base. Yeah, that's actually really easy, Birdbrains. All you're asking for is a basement. I can do that. Although, the next one, I said to, it was, I think Polsk or Bliffy, I don't remember whom, in Discord, I've got to give you guys some sensible neighbors. Lionel and Art, I'm looking in your direction. And probably Kisko. Kisko seems to be a fairly sensible person. First thing we're doing is giving you some sensible neighbors. So, next stream may not be focused on the Brains family. Maybe a little more about putting some smarter, sensible neighbors next door to you. And by smarter, I mean Bliffy set the house on fire twice in the space of 2 days. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm putting out there. 2 days, 2 fires. All right, where is Trutch Craventail now? Deadwood Sentinels. Oh, you're the guys who were up there. And you want a non-aggression pact. For right now, sure. I reserve the right to break that later and murder you. Clan Gnaw's back in action. And you want another new non-aggression pact. That's fine. You're not even anywhere near me. Not even anywhere near me. One fire per day, not that bad. I guess not. But, you know, 2 days, 2 fires. That's all I'm saying. You had to buy 2 new stoves. Non-aggression pact with Lost Erickson. I was not aware we had an aggression pact with you. Yeah, sure. 100% fine. And who else wants to have negotiations with me? Anyone at all? Oh, Illyrian got destroyed. Really? Wow. Huh. Well, no one is more surprised by that than me. 6,000 experience, excuse me, for Yastra. But it's going to cost me 2 grand. All right. Or... Oh, wait a minute. There's no downside to proclaim your favor. Lords have a chance to gain loyalty. Public order +3. Upkeep -5. There's no downside. I'm just going to proclaim my favor. Yeah, we're not going to do that game. I'm sorry I failed that quest. I had no intention of doing it. Yep, Yastra's favored. That's cool. And where is Yastra, by the way? Yastra? Are you anywhere where you can put an eyeball on Trutch Craventail? Because apparently we're at war with him again. Oh, there he is. There he is. Is your army still hammered? Yeah, it is. Sabioth, can you go pick at his army again? You totally can at 86% chance. Go knock that out. He's really weakened now. Really weakened, because you do an extra 15% to him, too. Well, you do an extra 15% to everybody. Oh, yeah. It didn't touch his doom wheel, unfortunately. All right, you got some slaves in there. Not a lot, though. You don't have nothing. This is not no army. It's not great, but it's not terrible either. Okay, we'll revisit that idea. In the meantime, I'm just going to come up and stand near Tretch Craventail. Because apparently we're at war with him again. For the time. For the time that we're at war with him. And are you still working on your... Oh, no, you finally got your Charybdis. Good. Start... What kind of military infrastructure do I have in Bleakhold? Oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I could get... Yeah, start moving in the direction of Bleakhold. Let's start you moving north. Put you into march mode. Start you moving north. Are you going to be getting the newest Civ expansion? Short answer, yes. Long answer, I didn't jump all over it. Well, because obviously everyone on the planet is doing it. There's nothing... Some of the big games I jump all over. Some of the AAA stuff, I'm like, oh, I totally want to get that on the channel the first day it comes up. Not so much with Civ, because everyone's going to be doing it. And honestly, basically being in the job market, it also comes down to a question of price. It's not an inexpensive game. I mean, it's a full-priced expansion, so I kind of got to save up for that. But really, I'm kind of my next AAA is going to be the new Total War. So it was a very long-winded way of answering your question, Jess, which is yes, I totally want to get it, just not right at this exact second. I will probably just get that on my own time. Might wait for a good sale on Steam, maybe the summer sale. I might pick that up. I bet it'll be on sale then. And I totally want to play it. You know I love Civ, but unfortunately, price-wise, it's a little out of my range right now for a full-price AAA expansion. Sarah, we haven't seen you in a while. Why don't you be better at spreading public order? Because we often have a public order issue around here. Now, is Temple of Adioth ready to stand on its own? Not really. Not really. I'd love to get level 3 defenses. And Jess doesn't have it either. Yeah, good. It's it's a higher priced expansion. And again, if they were both out on the same day and you said, are you going to get the new Total War or are you going to get the new Civilization expansion? I'm probably going to go for Total War. I love Civ. I absolutely love Civ. But I didn't get Rise and Fall for a long time after that came out. I didn't get that for ages. I didn't get it for ages because the core Civ 6 game is good enough to play without the expansion. So, again, long-winded way of answering your question, which is I will totally get that. I'm probably going to wait for a sale. Unless I get some sort of windfall or something, I'm just going to wait for a sale. The Steam Summer Sale is usually good for AAA stuff. So, how about Exiles of Nehek? We've had a war for like a long time. Would you like to be at peace with me? Because I'd like to leave. That's all. I'd just like to leave this area. You're kind of stalling my game here. And Temple of Adioth, how much money is it going to take? Next round, I think we'll be able to get the level 3 defenses there. What's our garrison like right now? It's actually not nothing. It's not nothing at all. You have 2 guys in this army. You have 6 guys in this army. And you have a garrison. Is that your only settlement? Is that it? That's your only settlement. Exiles of Nehek, here's the issue. I think we're going to come to peace with you by eliminating you. That's how we will establish peace with the Dune Kings, is by taking them out of the planet. Totally understand, I don't usually buy new Civ games until the complete editions, yeah, that's a good move too, are on sale. I only have the base game of Civ 6 to go as a gift. Yeah, I have Rise and Fall, and Rise and Fall is awesome, and I'm sure the new one is awesome. I'm sure, in fact, I'm very confident that's probably what Penge is playing right at this exact second. Probably recording that right now. I know, obviously, Penge is more than a bit of a Civ fan, so I'm sure that's what he's doing right now. I know he's been doing that pretty much every time I message him, he's like, I'm doing new Civ. Yeah, I'm not surprised. All right. Yeah, I think this is how we deal with this issue over here, is we come to peace with the Dune Kings by destroying the Dune Kings. So I'm just going to go ahead and come down here. And, all right, it's saying a clear victory. We would win this if I auto-resolved it. What have they got on the field? A lot of skeletons. A lot of skeletons. The problem with any undead is you got to put them away 100%. They won't flee. You've actually got to destroy them. I'm going to encircle them because I want them to come to me. That's the goal. I want them to come out to me. I don't want them to be on the defensive. I want them to have to march to my door. That's what I would like. And you used up all your movement. That's fine. And the other guy is on his way. Okay, who else? Oh, Sabioth has unassigned skill points. Of course he does, because Sabioth is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Why don't you have melee attack up? That seems pretty good. Get that up. Get that going, Sabioth. You are the man, Sabioth. I haven't liked 6 as much as other Civs, but I think that's because it's the first time I played Civ without the expansions. Yeah, I love Civ 6. It's all there is to it. I think it's, and you know, people like games, people don't like games. We all are aware of my opinions. Like whatever you want to like, don't like whatever you want to don't like, and we're both right. We're both right. There's a lot of things you can say I'm right and you're wrong. Video games are not one of them, because if you like it and I don't, we're both right. It's totally cool. So actually, I mean, if you really want to get technical, I would love to, if I could find an emulator for it, because it won't play today on any modern computer, I'd love to be able to play Civ 2. Civ 2 was a fantastic game. Holy moly. Did I lose a lot of my life in Civ 2. Oh, hey, Penge, welcome. Welcome back. First Gathering Storm video has been published whilst this stream has been going on. Please feel free to link it if you want. I mean, you don't need to. You don't need my promotion, but if you do want to drop a link in, Penge, that's totally cool. If you want to drop a link into the chat. I think pretty much everyone here already knows you and are probably already fleeing this stream to go watch it. Like me. But no, I'm not going to sit here and watch Penge's video. But yeah, if you want to drop a link, please feel free. I know you don't need my promotional abilities, but if you want to link to that, please do. I think pretty much everyone here knows you. Civ 2 on GOG with an emulator, maybe. That would be great if it were. Dear God, Civ 2 was a fantastic game. Holy moly, did I lose life in that. Faction destroyed. Oh, the Skeggy are gone. Oh, darn, we just made peace with them. And Tretch Craventail is fleeing north. That's unfortunate, because he's about to run into Malakath, and that ain't going to be good. Spent many, many days on Civ 2. Yeah, you and me both. You and me both. All right. I was actually really disappointed when that stopped playing well on modern computers. Yeah, just keep chasing Tretch north. Let's just keep chasing him out of the area. Yes, after the stream, of course. Yeah, I know. I can feel the stream dropping to go watch Penge's video. And you know what? Don't blame you. Totally don't blame you. Now, here's my question. Here's my question. Do I start watching these? Because what I really love with Penge's Civ challenges, any of them, or his Civ series, I really get into binge watching those. I like to just sit and watch them all back to back, because Civ is such a thoughtful game, like going from one week to the... Anyway, long story short, do I watch it now, or do I wait until the series is over and binge watch it? That's an excellent question. I mean, I could do both. I could definitely do both. But I'm going to have a think about that. I'm definitely going to have a think about that. Who has not been moved? Oh, Velatroth. Yeah, no, you totally haven't been moved, have you? No, keep moving. Off you go, sir. Keep moving. Yeah, do I watch them one by one, or do I save up and binge watch them? That's a tough call. That's a tough call. And fantastic ending to XCOM, by the way. Unbelievable ending to XCOM. Really tense. I was shocked Jess made it through that. Every time Jess took a bullet, or I guess a plasma beam, in that last XCOM, I was cringing and laughing at the same time. It was hysterical. But made it. Absolutely made it. And I lived, and that's the important part really now, isn't it? Snipers usually always end up living. Because the snipers in an ideal world shouldn't be anywhere near the action. You want trade with me, and you're gonna pay me for it. Ooh, even better. Thanks, son of mine. Cool. All right, well, we got some money out of Malakath. Want to see gameplay of the weather mechanic. Yeah. Oh, I bet you got flashbacks in that one, Jess. I'm possibly poor command decisions were made on my part during your run. That's all I can say about that. But you were right. You were entirely correct. I remembered, I don't think Penge did, that Penge was the sacrifice in our first XCOM stream. Penge was the psychic soldier who sacrificed his life to save the world, kind of. Because, you know, XCOM 2. But, without spoilers, XCOM 2. But, yeah, Penge, you were, in fact, the sacrifice in the first XCOM stream. And I suppose in her way, Jess was a sacrifice in the first XCOM stream. All of my snipers are gunslingers, so they're always up in everyone's business. Oh, the gunslinging. When I did XCOM 2 Blind, the sniper saved the day. If I hadn't had a sniper who was geared towards pistols, I don't think we would have survived the last room. Okay, Deadwood Sentinels. Going up against Claire Carond. Deadwood Sentinels are not actually anywhere near me. That's fine. We will enter that war. We'll probably make peace with them long before we even meet them face to face. 100% fine. Because yeah, Johnny Walker in the XCOM 2 run did that amazing fanfire and got 3 shots off on a very necessary thing to get 3 shots off. And I'm trying to do all of this without spoilers because Penge has yet to play XCOM 2. But if he hadn't gotten those 3 shots off, I think we probably would have lost that room. I think we definitely would have lost that room. Thankfully, he made all 3 of them. Lord Not Move, that will probably be Yastra. Yup. Now, Malakath. I notice you took over some Claire Carond area. That is interesting. Huh. Do we maybe look at confederating with Malakath? I mean, he is, from a lore perspective, my own son. So it would kind of make sense. XCOM 2 is on the cards, but I hadn't played it yet. That's such a weird one. I would... Hey, Bliffy, welcome. Welcome. I think both myself and Jess would really want to see XCOM 2 on the Geek Cupboard. But from a fellow YouTuber perspective, I know XCOM was not the strongest thing on your channel. So if you said, I want to play XCOM just for fun by myself, I think we would totally both understand that. We would totally both understand that because we love you. But I think if you said, I want to play XCOM 2, but it's probably not going to make it up onto the channel for channel reasons, because I know it definitely had a lot of strong support, but I know it wasn't your most viewed video. I know it struggled in views sometimes, and you're at a point where, you know, you can't screw around with that. You've got to put up what's going to make it. So, long story short, XCOM 2 is amazing. That's really all I need to say. You know what? That's the gist of my argument there, Penge. Gist of my argument. And it would be, the actual point I was trying to make is it would be a very long series. It took me 45 episodes to get through XCOM 2. And I was not messing around. I was trying to get through the game. So it's a very long game to get through. I don't know if that's... I don't know. Well, do what you will with your channel. Your channel's amazing. Velatroth, go to Bleakhold. See what you can recruit there. Fly over and watch you play in person. Oh, could we do that, Chess? Oh, field trip. Field trip. That's it. Field trip. Done. Sold. Oh, totally sold. Field trip to watch Penge play XCOM live. And then, okay, here's the thing, Jess. We could live stream us watching Penge play XCOM live. That's really convoluted, and I think that's amazing. It would be sort of a live stream of a live stream. It would be weird and meta. Now, Velatroth, what can you recruit here? Actually, hang on, go back to... No, we're out of Regiments of Renown. We don't have any of those left. That's okay. That's fine. We've got 3 of them in the army. How about we got... What's kicking around in here? Give me another Dark Shard. And give me... Do I want a Knight? I don't not want one, so give me one of those. And then just some, well, basic infantry. I don't really have a whole lot of choice. That's about what I've got here. That's going to bring you up to 16 out of 20, and I'll flesh out the rest with more basic infantry. So it would be a reaction stream, exactly. Exactly. It is some Inception-level stuff there. Yeah, it'll be a live stream of Jess and I, XCOM addicts, watching Penge play XCOM live. Oh, dear. The Troopers triggers Overwatch. It's a crit. Oh, the number of times I got caught out by Overwatch. And XCOM 2 is even more generous about telling you something is overwatching. They're, like, super generous about that. Like, hey, hello, this guy is doing Overwatch right now. Don't forget about that. How many times did I forget about that in XCOM 2? I think I lost at least 2 soldiers to an Overwatch that I forgot about. Okay, Velatroth, you're here. Yastra, you're up here. And Morathi is just pleasantly encircling the plane of spiders, and they're going to be into attrition in 4 turns. Cool. That's positive. That's good. So many, exactly, Jess. And Jess, agree with me. XCOM 2 is super generous about telling you that something is overwatching. It's like a big thing over their sprite, is Overwatch. Whereas, you know, Enemy Unknown, they say they're overwatching, and then it's not as obvious when they're actually doing it. Anyway, I lost Catherine, and I lost, yeah, definitely Catherine. And then, one of my specialists at the very end, she was like a high-level specialist, and it was almost the last mission. It was in the last 4 or 5 episodes, and I'm struggling to remember her name right now, but she was awesome. She was a really high-level specialist, and lost her to an Overwatch that I forgot about, totally forgot about. And you know you have that XCOM instinct where the Overwatch triggers, and sometimes you're like, nah, they're going to miss. And sometimes you've got that, this is going to be a crit, and this is going to get killed, yeah. It is 15 minutes over the XCOM Death Hour. You're right, Bliffy. I'm going a little tiny bit longer because, well, it took us an hour to get the stream started. An hour. Are all the XCOM 2 soldiers given specific names? Yeah, so just like Enemy Unknown, you can rename them. You can... Actually, the level of customization in XCOM 2... especially if you get into some of the DLC, is ridiculous. It's absolutely... It's way... Here's my thing about XCOM 2, and I think Jess would agree with me on this. XCOM 2, what they did is they took Enemy Unknown and Enemy Within, and they just made... They fleshed everything out. They made every bit of the game mechanics and everything a little bit better and a little bit more fleshed out. So I look at Enemy Unknown now and go, oh, they had the idea of this in Enemy Unknown, but in XCOM 2, they really fleshed out that game mechanic idea and made it more natural and fluid. It's just better Enemy Unknown. It's just 100%. It's a better version of Enemy Unknown. It's just XCOM, but better. Is all it is. Tells you if you're going to trigger it because you can use the can they see you. Yeah, I know. Exactly. They're so generous with it, Jess, and I still got nailed by it. Yes, reloading does not end the turn. Very important thing from Jess there. And nor should it have. That's a good example of a small thing that was just fleshed out and made better. Reloading should not end your turn. It absolutely should not. You should be able to... Look, in the real world, I can reload something and it doesn't end my turn. I'm not stuck doing that. So I absolutely agree with that. And that's a very good example of a minor thing, a minor mechanic that was just fleshed out and made better. They just took everything they had in Enemy Unknown and made it a little bit better. So yeah, it's all... And more to the point, the level of customization is just stupid. It's just crazy stupid, especially if you get the DLC. I know you... I think you just have the vanilla version of XCOM 2, but the DLC just continue. In fact, one of the DLC is basically just customization stuff. It's just making the people look cooler. Loyalty -5, but we get the Boots of Brachus, which are very nice, but I don't like loyalty -5. Whereas 1,500 experience for Yastra and loyalty +2... There's no downside to that. The Boots of Brachus are not that good for loyalty -5. I will absolutely take that experience for Yastra. That's just silliness. Some of the choices in Total War, when you get into the sort of choose-your-own-adventure things, are a little silly sometimes. It's like, why would I ever make the other choice because it's bad? And, like, one choice is bad, one choice is good. Well, that's not really a choice. I'm just going to take the one that rewards me. Okay, Bliffy. Okay, Bliffy. I'll probably wrap it up reasonably soon, Bliffy, because I know people got to get on with their lives here. Again, I'm going a little bit longer because it took us so darn long to get the stream going. Thanks to Yagi and Jess for kind of figuring out what was going on there. So hopefully we'll be here when you get back, Bliffy. If not, you know where to find me. Snipers start with squad sight. Yes, indeed. Don't have to wait for the second level. No, not at all. And I think a lot of the perks are generally better. Like, not all of them, but I think there's less, I would call them like dead perks, where like, why would I bother ever taking this perk? This perk is boring and it doesn't really do anything. It's not that valuable. There's less of those, I think. Okay, so we're up here in the north. Huh. Can we... I'm going to go poke my nose because I'm very, very sure this is a Skaven settlement. So yeah, go search those ruins. Surprise, surprise, it's going to be Skaven. Yep, Clan Rictus. No surprise there. Okay, and what have you got in there? Back the Insane, which is a wonderful name. Sounds like something from Star Wars. Back the Insane. You have a garbage army, which I could take out by blinking at you really aggressively. But we're not technically at war with you at the moment. Now, Malakath, where are you at? You have a strength rank of 6, really. Wow, how many territories are you holding? 9. Okay. I was going to look at confederating with you. But I don't think you're going to go for it. Yeah, you're actually pretty strong. You're actually pretty beefy. I don't think you're going to go for a confederation. And you do want military access, though, and you'll give me 500 for it. That's fine. I'll take that for right now. Any weaker Dark Elf clans? Actually, no. The Dark Elves are doing pretty darn good. Karan Kar is very weak. Very weak, in fact. And apparently we're at war with them. I think that's because they went to war with one of my allies. XCOM 2, you pick between good choices most of the time. Agreed. There's a few that are meh. Yeah, a few. I think that I can remember 1 or 2 when I was doing the series of like, that's okay. It's not that exciting. Always Shredder. Yes. Yes. And Penj, if you're still tuned into what Jess and I are talking about, when she says always Shredder in all caps, that's the same thing of heat ammo in all caps. You just don't take Shredder. Always take Shredder. Always take heat ammo. You'll thank us in the morning. Trust me. So yes, always Shredder deserves all caps. Yes. No, blast padding isn't terrible, but it's really meh compared to Shredder. Shredder is the key. Yes, all caps that, just like I did with heat ammo. Heat ammo, heat ammo, heat ammo. Shredder, Shredder, Shredder. Lionel, yes, you're off to bed. And as probably many of us should be, I just want to have a really quick chat with Karan Kar, and then I will probably close out the stream. Would you guys like peace? You seem really keen on it. I'm not surprised you accepted my offer. You're very, very weak, and I'm pretty strong. So that's fine. We're at peace with them. Would you like to confederate with me? By any chance? No, you don't like us enough yet. You might in the future, though. You might in the future. I know we were just at war seconds ago, and now I want you to join my civilization, but no, you're not going to do that quite yet. All right, Yastra's up there, and Morathi, you are encircling Nehek. You're encircling the Dune Kings, and they're going to go down like a sack of potatoes. And Velatroth, you can keep moving. You can keep moving north. Or, oh, I have an even better idea. Velatroth, if you expanded your army just a little bit, and if I get Morathi to wrap up things with the Dune Kings, I bring Morathi down to the east, join up with Velatroth, and then we can start making war on the High Elves. Because I think what we've got in the north right now is basically allies and strong allies. And by strong allies, I don't mean I like them. I mean I just really shouldn't go to war with them and betray their alliance because they'll kick my butt. I mean, they may not kick my butt, but it would be a tough fight. They're teched up and beefy. This would not be an easy nut to crack. However, if I brought 2 armies into Ulthuan, I'm specifically looking at Tor and Rock here as being a really good target. Is that linked to Whitespeak? Oh, if we could nail both of those, now that's level 4. That's not nothing. Their garrison's pretty garbage, though. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Let me get some more people into Velatroth's army. And what do you really need? Your infantry is actually not terrible. Why don't you get yourself... Do I want Sisters of Slaughter? No, is the short answer to that. No, I don't. Why don't you get another Dark Shard and... God, what? Not another Bolt Thrower. Have yet another Dark Shard, and then just... Yeah, Blackguard Corsair. There we go. Corsair, Blackguards of Nagorond up front, some spears, all good stuff. Excellent. So his army will be ready to go. Morathi will wrap up with the Dune Kings up there, and that will actually just put them to bed. They'll be out of the game. Yeah, Velatroth can basically head over here and start poking the bear. Morathi can follow close behind, and Yastrogen can just keep an eye on things in the north and react to anything up there. That is pretty much my plan. That seems to be the way to go. They've really extended the game, and you feel like there's options when you play. I absolutely agree. Yep, no, totally agree. Again, my final word on XCOM 2 is they just did everything with XCOM Enemy Unknown and just made it better. All they did was just make the game better, which, in an ideal world, that's what they should do with every single sequel. Is just take what they did in the successful game and make it a tiny little bit, not a tiny bit, but a bit better, a lot better, whatever it is. Anyway, I have taken up way too much of your valuable time. I really, first of all, appreciate you guys hanging out for a solid 60 minutes waiting for the stream to actually get up and running. I'm sorry that happened. I don't know why that happened. I think just Streamlabs had a little flummox there, but you hung out. I appreciate it. I say that every single time we do a stream. I always appreciate you guys showing up. But I will end the stream. I will let you guys get on with your life, especially to the folks in the UK where it's very, very, very late. Timed missions that Hawk hates. I thought I would hate them too. I grew to appreciate them. And I grew to appreciate the way it makes you play the game differently. But we can talk about XCOM, and we probably will talk about XCOM 2 all we want next time we do a stream. So I will see you guys all next time. I know, thank you so much for hanging out during the technical issues. I know, say no worries, but it's asking a lot to people to hang out for 60 minutes with nothing going on except me. I don't even think members of my family want to do that. But I will catch you guys next time. We'll do the Friday thing. That Sims stream was a huge success, so we will definitely do that again. And of course, we'll be back here next Saturday at 4 for more Total War and all of the other stuff that we do whenever it is that we do it. I'm exhausted now, so I am gonna cut out of here, guys. I will catch you all later. Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out and being super, super patient with everything. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.